Hey, everybody. Boy, I haven't done this for a long time. Done what? Go live. I can't believe it. Well, I like to start and say happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy 75th birthday to me. I know I don't look a day over 74, but this is the day. Just got done caffeinating my queen, at which we do our birthday cards, usually at coffee. We had a nice big date last night. And I was thinking about somebody that might be on there live who gave me this. If I've helped you today, and I think I have, I had my morning coffee out of that cup. Thanks, Bob and Marcy. Just kind of thinking about my day. Well, I know he was going to let me off, but my broker partner, Donnie Morrison, has got me out working today, which I'm fine. I like what I do. But we're going to go shoot a new townhome in Fort Mill that's going on the market soon. So if that's you, let me know. But you're welcome to get in the chat if you like. And I think I can do this. But I just haven't done this for so long. And these always, replay for regular videos. So I watched a video yesterday from a guy named kind of a success coach named Mel Abraham. And he really inspired me to do a video, which I intend to do one today down by my clubhouse. Where my wife is getting ready to go play pickleball this morning. And it was just, he said, if you give me 15 minutes of your life, I'll add 20 years to your life. And he was talking about not so much years, but just quality of life. And I got thinking about some stuff. You wax kind of, you wax a little eloquent. Maybe you think philosophically some things when you have a kind of a major birthday. I remember my 25th. By the way, if there's anybody there, please hit the chat. Because I do feel like I'm talking to myself, but all right, it's therapeutic. I was thinking about when I was 25. When I turned 25, think about that. Now I was an entertainer. I had had a successful rock and roll career previous to that. Got out of that at age 23, and it was on the radio on my 25th birthday. I was a popular radio announcer, disc jockey at a R&B station in Indianapolis, had a good following, mostly doing the morning show. Had my own jingle. Even had the Pointer Sisters sing my jingle when I was out in LA one year, got in the studio with them. But long story short, 25 was like, dude, I'm a quarter of a century. So that was an interesting one. And then at age 50, 25 years ago today, I was on the set of Law and Order. Hey, there's Matt. Hey, thank you, Matt. I was on the set of Law and Order, and I believe it was the Lord's birthday present to me to get me favor with the powers that be and to be on set. Those of you who know New York, Manhattan and Chelsea, like 23rd, the Chelsea Pier right there on the Hudson. And that a lot of film and studio stuff there. Daniel, hello. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. And so being on the set of Law and Order was so cool because I'm right there when they're filming it. I can remember the episode and interacted with the principals. And Jerry Orbach was still alive. Met him, and Jesse Martin, his partner, and Epatha Merkerson, and Sam Waterston, and Angie Harmon, who now lives here in the greater Charlotte area. So that was my 50th birthday. That was very special. Had dinner at Tavern on the Green and in Central Park. So anyway, long story short, what am I doing today? 75. Man, that's old. It feels good. I feel great. God is good. God is faithful. And he's kind and generous. And so last night, Patty and I went out and had a nice live date. Now, here was her gift to me. She normally doesn't go to my little jazz event I like to go to, a few times a year, 6 times a year, and go to Roosters for dinner. The Roosters uptown in the Bank of America Tower, and then go across the street behind the Blumenthal. There's a little room called the Stage Door Theater, and I like going to a little jazz club. But she's not as big of. I'm a jazz guy. I love jazz, love blues, love R&B. But she rock and roll certain types, but mostly, And although my brother traveled with major country acts, I'm not a big country guy. But long story short, Daniel, I'm not sure I recognize your name. Oh, yeah, I heard about that, Matt. Now, is that Matt, my neighbor, Matt S? Is that my neighbor? Because my neighbor's last name starts with a B. But Rooster, we love Jimmy Noble. We do love Jimmy Noble, who's the brains behind Roosters. The new Bossy Beulah's is his. Noble Smoke. His name's Jimmy Noble, and he's quite a preacher too. So anyway, so I like that one because I can walk across the street to the show. And she went with me last night. It was really fun. So that was our kind of idea of a big birthday date and the card. I'm not really a big birthday guy, but I haven't gone live, so maybe I was just trying to see if I could do it. But I do intend, after watching that Mel Abraham video, to my intention is to do a video and wax a little philosophical maybe today and talk about it. And I'll give you a glimpse of what I might be thinking there. You know, in our business, we get, no, Matt in Mint Hill. Okay. Oh, you're a coach. Okay. I appreciate it, man. Thanks, Matt. Real estate coach. Wow. So what's interesting to me is my team, we do a lot of 55 plus business. Matt, go ahead and put your URL in there in the chat for your real estate coaching business. I'd love to see that. Make that available to whoever else. So we do a lot of 55 plus business. And here's what, at age 75, number one, we've only done this for 2 years. So at age 72, 73, but I'm thinking, why didn't I do this before? Well, the reason was Patty loved her house where we live. She had built it, Toll Brothers. And when we've been married 15 years. And so she loved it. At some point, like everybody has a button, Matt, I'm sure you can relate to this, to why they want to move. Sometimes it's a lot of things. We had stairs, but our master plan was on our bedroom was on the main floor, so we didn't really have to move. So long story short, our button was the kids in the cul-de-sac, and we just had to, you know, as the animals sang so many years ago, we got to get out of this place if it's the last thing we ever do. All right. Oh, you don't take clients. I see. Okay. For anywhere, I don't take clients. But you're a coach. Okay. Tell me what you coach. Interesting. Or how you do it. You don't have a school, or you don't have oh, I see, a coach. I've never really paid for a coach, but I'm sure that's a great investment. I'm at a different end of my career, Matt, in terms of wanting to rev up certain things. But long story short, and I won't hold you guys that much longer. We got a few people watching. And if you're watching, you haven't said hi in the chat, just come on, just say hi in the chat to me. Long story short, I realize people come in for whatever their button is. Oh, thanks, Matt. I don't need one. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. But here's now I have coached a few people on YouTube how to use YouTube to their advantage. But I'm trying to make a point. I'll probably make it in my later video today, which I intend to shoot today. But basically, people come in a lot of times for, my broker partner, Rodney Jones, says, for their kids and grandkids. And that's so true. However, now having lived this lifestyle for, a couple of years, 2.5 years, I realized something yesterday. So I'll just spill the beans real quick on this. Long story short, my wife went yesterday morning to play pickleball with some of her friends. We have 12 pickleball courts, some of her friends in our neighborhood. And this is what's really cool about it. What's the wind going to be today? What's the weather going to be today? And typically you can deal with a little bit of cool because of wearing, active, you work up some heat, but the wind, that'll mess with you, and the rain. So I think it was Ann Peebles that's saying, I can't stand the rain. Whereas for me, I'm a Temptations guy. I wish it would rain. I know to you it might sound strange. Long story short, she went to the pickleball court and they decided not to play, but then they all decided, let's go in and have coffee. So we got a cool coffee pot in our place. They went in and had coffee and got to know each other off of the pickleball vibe. So I think that's a really cool thing about 55 plus. Now they're going today, still a little cool, but it's sunny and no rain. So they're going to go today and play pickleball. I just love that. Ken Frankel, how are you, sir? I got to come up with a Tom Petty. Ken, come up with a Tom Petty line that would be appropriate for me. He's the Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers guy. I did go into, I'm trying out Gemini, which is Google's AI. And they said, hey, I said, what's significant about April 12th? They said, hey, first human in space on this date in 61. The Civil War began on this date in 1861 in South Carolina, by the way. They initiated hostilities, the Confederates, by firing on Fort Sumter. And so that's not that far, driven through there a number of times. The first space shuttle launch in 1981. You know, I'm losing everybody now. Martin Luther King's famous Birmingham jail stay began on this date in 1963, but I digress. Bottom line is, if you think you're coming to Charlotte because of the kids and grandkids, what I will tell you is it's the lifestyle that you need to be thinking about and enjoying this 55 plus lifestyle where we've got friends. I've got friends on next door there, friends next door there, friends a few doors down, and it's very special to have a community that way. So Ken Frankel, most things I worry about never happen anyway. So that's got to be the blonde-haired boy, your boy Ken, Tom Petty. Most things I worry about, and I put that in this phrase, that worrying is paying interest on a debt that you don't owe. Worry is repaying the payment on a debt that you don't even owe. It never happened anyway. So don't worry, be happy. So guys, I'm going to enjoy my birthday today. I might even go to Franklin Court Grill, because on the weekends they often put out they have the most amazing patio, and they have music. It's in downtown Monroe on Fridays and Saturday nights a lot. Shout out to Lewis and Lewis, his son. But they put out a grill out there and they cooked. I might just go buy myself a big ribeye tonight. Listen to some tunes. All right, guys. And by the way, John Tosco's got a Tosco music party tonight, Patty, in Uptown Charlotte. Patty and I thought about that, but Monroe is so much closer now. So I ain't worried about it. I give God the glory. I thank God for being my father and my creator and my soon coming king. I love him with all my heart, and I appreciate you guys, Ken and Matt and Daniel, popping in, saying hi. Somebody else just popped on. Before I sign off, tell me who you are. Ken Frankel. Crawling back. Oh, that's from Tom Petty's Crawling Back to You song. But see, he had that lyric right there. Most things I worry about never happen anyway. So appreciate it. I got one or two more that are in that haven't said hi. But either way, guys, this will be a replay, but look for that one later. Thanks for joining, and we appreciate it. And we'll see you in the next video.